I've got a small but exciting modification to make to my Land Rover Defender.
Now, if you've been following the journey of this build, you'll already have seen the modifications I've made so far, with a big one being removing the roof to turn this into my dream soft top Land Rover. I've sanded, primed and painted the Land Rover on my driveway, having never attempted anything like this before. And installed a bar set and canvas hood to totally transform this old Landy. And now it's finally time to focus on some of the details that are really going to tie this build together.
Now, I'm a believer in investing money in the things that you use and touch every day, and one of those on a Land Rover is the door handles. Now, as standard, Defenders come with plastic door handles which wear, they crack over time, and also they feel really cheap, especially if you've done a few other modifications to your truck. Which is why in this video I'm going to be replacing these old plastic door handles with these billet aluminium door handles from the guys at Exmoor Trim. Now, these already feel more premium than the old plastic handles that I've got on blue at the moment, and also they're going to tie in really nicely with the other silver accents that I've got in the car. Last week's video I fit up some billet hinges from the guys at Exmoor Trim, and these are going to continue that theme, the gunmetal look around the car, adding some nice contrast to the blue body colour. And these should be super easy to fit up too. All I have to do is remove the door handles, the door cards, and get to the back of the door where I can then fit these new handles and remove the old ones. So let's jump right into it.
The first task was getting access to the rear of the old door handle. To do this, all I had to do was remove the inner door handle as well as all of the trim clips holding the door card in place. With the door card out of the way, I could then slowly and gently peel back the water shedder. This stops any water getting to the vital electrics and motors that sit within the door itself. At this point I also realised the window was still down, which meant that I wouldn't be able to get to the back of the door handles and the bolts that are holding it in place. And with the window up, I could then see the bolts that I needed to get to remove this door handle.
So we've now got access to the inside of the door after removing that water shredder, and you can see the two bolts that we're going to be removing. The first one is just down there, that's for the one side of the door handle, and the second, you can usually get a ratchet through this hole and it's in there, and we'll undo that. They're sometimes a bit rusted, so I'm hoping they're going to come out relatively easy. The other thing we need to do is remove the clip that clips the handle to the mechanism, and that is in there, that little gold clip, and you can prise that off with a flathead screwdriver, and that's what we're going to be reconnecting the new handle to, so don't lose that.
Now, of course, I ran into a problem almost straight away, and it looks like someone in this car's past had used the wrong bolts to fit up the door handles. That meant that when I tried to remove them, they just kept spinning within the handles. I ended up going back to my trusty drill to drill the head off the bolt to be able to remove the handle from this side. Thankfully, the second bolt in this handle was much easier removed, and although it's in a tricky spot, I was able to get my ratchet in there and remove it with ease. I could then use a flathead screwdriver to prise the clip off the door handle, which connects the door handle mechanism to the opening mechanism of the door. The only thing left to do was to wiggle the old handle free from the door.
Hey guys, just a quick note to ask you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. Over 70% of you guys that watch these videos aren't subscribed. So if you're enjoying the channel, enjoying the journey of Project Blue or Scout, the Black 110, then be sure to subscribe to follow the journey and hit that bell notification to be notified whenever I drop a new video. So now that the old handle's out the way, it's time to fit up the new Exmoor Trim handle. Before we do, I thought it'd be good to just take a closer look before it's mounted up onto the car. So as I said, this is a billet door handle, which means it's got that much more premium feel than the plastic originals, the standards that come on Defenders. The nice thing about this, it's already got the rubber gasket fitted, and it's got these just two Allen head fixed bolts, which will bolt through the car and we'll mount them on the other side. Stainless, so they're not going to rust and wear like they do with the plastic handles. So I'm really excited to get these fit, and as I say, it'll give a much more kind of premium feel when you're entering the car, and it ties in really nicely with the other gunmetal accents like the hinges that I've already got mounted up. So let's get this installed.
I first took the opportunity to clean up where the old door handle had been. Over the years it's built up a load of grime and dirt, so it was nice to be able to clean this back before fitting the new handle. Once clean, I could then slot the new door handle back into place and do up the bolts from behind, doing the reverse of what I had done to remove the old handle. The trickiest part of this job was fitting the clip back onto the door handle. This is what attaches the door handle to the locking mechanism, and it's just a simple clip which slots on, but it's a really tricky spot, so it took a little bit of fettling to get it into the right spot. I then tightened up the final bolt, and then it was time to move on to the second door to fit up the second door handle. Once again I had to remove the interior door handles to be able to remove the door card, and once the door card was off I then had access to the back of the door where I could remove the water shedder to get access to the existing door handle bolts. This side seemed to go much smoother, partly because none of the bolts were rusted, and also all of the bolts that were used were the correct type. It meant that I could actually remove this door handle and fit the new one in around 10 to 15 minutes. And whilst I fit up this second handle, I'd like to ask you guys what you think I should be doing next on this build. It's been great for you guys to follow this adventure, and I've loved all of the suggestions that you guys have left in the comments, so please let me know, what would you do next to Project Blue? Once again I wrestled the locking retaining clip back onto the handle, and it was time to test it out, check that all of the mechanism was working. And once happy with that, I then fit up some new plastic hardware for the door locking pins. These often crack over time, especially if the door card comes on and off, so it's always best to replace these if you can. The final thing left to do was to fit up the water shedder before I could then fit up the rest of the door hardware, from the door pins to the door handles to the door trim clips that go around the handles. And after that was done, I could then stand back and have a look at what the new door handles look like on the build.
So there you have it guys, that is the install of the Exmoor Trim billet door handles. I'm so happy with the results and seeing those gunmetal accents around the car really starting to tie the build together. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.